Remember, put a few coins in the pushka. I'm sure you have some coins, the pushka, and we will merit this which tzedakah is supposed to accomplish. Shemekareves is hagula, that it hastens the redemption. Talking about redemption brings the Beis Hamikdash. Beis Hamikdash has the menorah. Yesterday we discussed the shape of the menorah. The menorah is an object, a topic that we can discuss about it infinitum. The reason? In fact, the menorah represents the 50 gates of wisdom. When we look at the formation of the menorah and the ornaments, the designs of it, so the menorah had 7 branches, had 11 what is called the knobs, kafter, 9 brachim flowers, and 22 gevim, which is a total of 49 items, which is corresponding to the Memtes Share Bina. And then there is the central shaft of the menorah, which is corresponding to the 50th gate of understanding, which is 50 represents 1 above the 49, 7 times 7 limited cycle, 50th is the infinite. What's very interesting here, that we learn the Chumash when God told Moshe Rabbeinu to go make the menorah. Says Rashi, Niskasha, he had difficulties. Why? So listen to what the Arizal, Rabbi Yitzchak Lur in Kabbalah states in the Likutei Torah of Arizal on V'eschanan. He says the following: when Moshe Rabbeinu was up on the mountain in heaven, receiving the Torah from God, God teaching him the Torah, at that moment Moshe Rabbeinu reached the 50th gate of understanding. He had all 50 gates. But then unfortunately, when the Jewish people down in the desert committed the sin of the golden calf, God tells him, Lech reid ki shichas amcho. You must descend, you must go down because your people have committed a sin. Says Rashi, what means Lech reid? And by the way, I should mention, today is Rashi's Yortzeit, the 29th day of the month of Tammuz, Rashi's Yortzeit. So, Lech reid ki shichas, says Rashi, reid mit guloscha. You are going to have a descent in your greatness. The fact that the Jewish people committed the sin of the golden calf affected Moshe Rabbeinu, although he was in another world, although he was at that time in heaven, learning Torah with the Eibishter, but him being the manik, him being the nasi, him being the shepherd of the Jewish people, even when he seems to be separated in another world, he's just connected. And what they do affect him, and what he does affects them. So God says, Lech reid, go down, kishichas amcho, not just go see what's happening, but it has an effect of you. Says the Arizal, Lech, which is spelled Lamed Chov, has a numerical value of 50. Lamed is 30, Chov is 20, and the Torah says, reid, you have had now a descent. You have now lost from the 50th gate to the 49th gate. And that's why Niskasha Moshe, because the menorah represents 50 and he only had 49. So what did God do? God showed him in fire. Once he saw the fire, the flame, he was able to relate to it. The menorah in fire, the godly fire. Now when we look at the menorahs, we're talking about the shapes and the forms of the goblets. The Rambam, in his image that he designs it, makes the goblet going downwards. Normally a goblet, a cup, is kept upwards. In this case, they're on the branches going downwards. And the reason, as the Rebbe explains, is because going upwards represents filling adad, filling in the cup for it to receive. The other direction means giving, overflowing, sharing with the other one. In fact, Kabbalah teaches us that when we make Kiddush, we have Havdalah, we fill the cup, we should always overflow it so that it should be filling it up in a way that it should give, not just receive. The Menorah, the whole purpose of the Menorah and all the lights of the Beis HaMikdash was for the purpose of lighting up the outside, not the inside. And that's the particularity of Menorah. How do we light up the Menorah? How do we light up the world? 7 branches united as one. One piece of gold, yes, we're all gold, but we have to be united. And then we can light up the world with the light of Mashiach.